Do you know why NATO was formed? In this video, we'll uncover the secret history behind its formation. Are you ready? Let's dive in. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is a military alliance of North American and European countries. But have you ever wondered why it was formed? What led these nations to come together and create one of the most powerful military alliances in history? Well, there are many theories out there, but the truth is far more complex and fascinating than you might think. In this video, we'll take you back to the end of World War II and show you how NATO was born. We'll explore the secret deals, hidden agendas, and uneasy alliances that shaped the early years of the Cold War. You won't want to miss this. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's uncover the truth about NATO's origins together. Picture this. It's the year 1949, and the world is still reeling from the devastation of World War II. The United States, along with 11 other nations, including Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, and Belgium, come together to sign a treaty that will change the course of history forever. This alliance, known as the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, was formed for one purpose: to protect the freedom and security of its members. But the road to creating this powerful alliance was a long and winding one. As we mentioned earlier, World War II had just come to an end, and the world was in a state of flux. The war had caused immense suffering and loss of life, and everyone was eager to start fresh. However, there was a growing sense of unease as the Soviet Union, led by Joseph Stalin, began to assert its dominance in Eastern Europe. This, along with the threat of communism spreading westward, caused the US and its allies to reconsider their strategies for the future. On one side, we have the United States, who were eager to assert their newfound global power and protect their interests abroad. Then there's Europe, still recovering from the devastation of war and wary of the Soviet threat, but also divided over the role they wanted to play in the New World Order. It was against this backdrop of uncertainty and fear that the idea of NATO was born. But what really went down behind the scenes? What were the secret deals and hidden agendas that led to the creation of this powerful alliance? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Before the formation of NATO, the US had already taken steps to protect their interests in Europe. They had provided aid and resources to Western European countries to help them rebuild after the war, and had also formed strategic partnerships with key countries like the United Kingdom and France. However, as the Soviet threat became more apparent, it became clear that a more formal alliance was needed. So in April 1948, the US invited 12 nations, including Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, and Belgium to a conference in Washington, D.C. to discuss the possibility of creating a mutual defense organization. After months of negotiations and countless hours of debate, the North Atlantic Treaty was finally signed on April 4, 1949. This treaty established NATO as a formal alliance with a commitment to collective defense. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were a number of challenges and obstacles that threatened to derail the entire project. For example, France was hesitant to join the alliance, as they had close ties with the Soviet Union and were concerned about the impact on their colonial empire. Additionally, the UK was still reeling from the loss of a significant portion of its empire in the previous decades and was unsure if they could commit to another long-term alliance. However, these challenges were eventually overcome, and NATO was officially formed. And the rest, as they say, is history. NATO has gone on to play a pivotal role in shaping the world we live in today. From the end of the Cold War to the war in Afghanistan, the alliance has been through its fair share of ups and downs. But one thing remains constant: the commitment of its member nations to the principles of democracy, individual liberty, and the rule of law. So the next time you hear about NATO, remember that there's more to this powerful alliance than meets the eye. It's the result of decades of hard work, sacrifice, and negotiation, and it's a testament to the enduring power of democracy and freedom. What do you think? Did you learn something new? If so, please leave us a comment below and tell us what you found most fascinating about NATO's origins. We love hearing from our viewers, and your feedback helps us make better videos for you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more engaging and informative content. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care, and remember to stay curious.